Okay, everyone, welcome to the stream. For those of you just tuning in, currently we are running play versus solos. So right now you guys are watching Moistmop and Nyx play on their own Battle Royale for the play versus event. Both of these guys have claimed the #1 spot at some point or another during the course of the tournament. So these are two highly skilled players that you're watching right now. But you never know what could happen. Some days are better than others. How the rules work is you have either a total of 10 matches or you have a 2-hour window in which to play those matches and try to accumulate as many points as possible. Points are earned either from getting kills in the game or for staying alive and getting a higher placement, right? So if you're, the 5th person alive, you'll get more points than the person who was 10th place, right? And obviously if you win, if you get first, then you get a boatload of points along with any kills that you got along the way. Both of these guys have gotten wins, and both of them have absolutely fragged out. And when I say fragged out, I mean they've gotten lots of kills in their respective games. So we might have some exciting gameplay happening here. It looks like Moist is already in final zone, currently with 2 kills, so that looks promising. Promising on Nyx's side as well, as he has 4 frags, and a little bit earlier in the game for him, but I'm confident he'll make it all the way to the end game, sort of the spot where Moistmop is on the left. Also on today's schedule, potentially, we will be playing against Salesian High School for our Trinity Esports Championship Tournament. However, that is still TBD. So we're just going to stick with the play versus gameplay for now and migrate over should the opportunity arise. Wow. Righty then. So it looks like Moistmop's playing a little aggressive. The player he was just fighting backed off and then I think took fall damage. Like he just ran off a ledge. Yeah, because right now Moistmop is using a grappling hook to pull his stuff. So that player just lost to the elements. But good on Moistmop for pushing him. Looks like we've got Nyx playing a little bit defensively, hiding inside a cone, and staying in editing mode so that he can safely view out of it and assess what his next move should be. Actually, we are looking like we're at the end game here. Zone is getting pretty small. It's about to go to the last ring, I believe, before it starts shifting around the map. 24 people left in Nyx's game with 18 left in Moistmop. So the higher the skill in these games, the more people are usually left at the end of the Battle Royale. Okay, so you can expect some pretty exciting gameplay happening, especially in these ending sequences, because people are forced to engage with one another, whereas a lot of times they have to stay back and hide. So it looks like Nyx just claimed a kill, and Moistmop almost got 2 more here. Unfortunately, got a little too aggressive and placed 13th. However, his frags for this early game should make up for the loss. Granted, 13th place isn't terrible. It's a pretty respectable position. Though the higher we climb up on the leaderboard, the more passive we play. You really accumulate points from not doing much, right? So you have to gauge and risk manage whether or not it's worth it to push and go for those extra kill points, or just stay alive and let other people get the kill points, yeah? So that you can get placement. While we're waiting for Moistmop to get back into a game here, let's go ahead and focus in on Nyx. Nyx currently has 19 people left and is at 5 kills. Looking really, really good here. He's neither low or high ground at the moment. Currently playing a mid layer. And again, just playing passive, waiting for an opportunity to make a move. And he starts moving a little bit towards zone. He's at the front end of the storm. So he's in the best spot to keep transitioning to an advantageous position. Whereas some of the other guys who might be on the right side of the storm, as you can see in the minimap, they're going to have a harder time. And right there you saw Nick's gatekeeping as someone was trying to move ahead of zone. He got a couple shots off, draining their shields, which can be pretty impactful. If people are down to their last 2 or 3 heals and they're taking shots as they move, they're not going to have those heals later on when they might actually need them in the last 1v1, 1v2 confrontations that could occur. All right, getting a little aggressive. Nick's pushing, gets the kill, and a nice siphon. Good little refresh. We've got a medkit here, some ammunition, and some epic weapons. Nick's reclaiming a little bit of height. All right, looks like we got most map back. Oh. Nice shots by Nyx. Oh, he got pushed. He wasn't quite expecting that, and he goes down 10th place with, I believe it was 5 or 6 elims. It was at least 5 elims. Now we can switch over to Moist Mop in the meantime, who is dropping in for his second game, I believe. Sometimes this can be one of the scariest points of the game. The initial landing zone could either be pretty empty with no other players in sight, and you can safely loot as much as you want and gather resources and prep yourself, or it can be absolutely bustling with players, in which case you either die early or you get a lot of kills early, which can be good or bad depending on how you look at it. Though it's usually better to err on the side of caution. If there are a lot of people landing in one particular zone, you might want to divert course and go for a less congested region. So far, Moist Mop has had a pretty consistent game plan. He usually goes for that tower initially, grabs some gear. He'll scout out for a little bit, not so much on this round, but he'll take some sniper shots with the bow and try to get some easy kills off the break. And there's one. Very nice. Early frag by Moist Mop. Stuff. Now begins the long grind to gather as many materials and weapons as possible. It's usually by this point in the game that players will start to sort of retract a little bit. They'll gather their stuff, but if they run into other players, they won't push too aggressively unless it looks like that player might be an easy target. But for the most part in these kinds of events, you usually err on the side of caution, not push. Like Nyx is about to drop into his next game. Go ahead and get a perspective. Minute before Battle Bus takes off. If both players can consistently claim that top 20 space with a few frags, they are very much on track to be in the top 25 of placements total for Play vs, because we have about 1,000 players participating at least in the event, and they stand a serious chance to be at the top of that leaderboard. Nyx is getting some nice early gear. Moist Mop still chilling, just grabbing resources for now. No engagements yet. Into an engagement here. Ooh, not looking too good. Has to stick some heals at half health. Trying to piece control. Doesn't quite manage to stick anything. And rough placement. 79th. Moist Mop also getting into a fight here. Takes some hits. Sticks the flopper. Opponent is playing above. He's looking for a way to flank, get an advantage, and now he has high ground. Moist Mop not sticking enough shots. Will he get it? And he does! Misses the first few ARs, sticks the shotty. Then the opponent misses a few ARs. Moist Mop clutches up another shotgun. Woo! Give me a heart attack here, dude. That gives Moist a slightly higher placement, plus a few extra points for the kill. Moist Mop is going to need to find a med kit somewhere soon. Replenish that 51 health he currently has. Another engagement here. Actually, this was Nix's game that I'm here. Let's screen that. Looks like Nick's got a pretty safe drop at 60 shields and some good weapons. Ooh, Moist Mop sticking some early AR rounds on that opponent, pushing aggressively, trying to get on his box. Let's see how it works. $46. Nick's got a shield break with a shoddy. Ooh, takes shoddy rounds, but flicks on that other player. Well played by Nick. Getting his second frag of the game. Moist Mop needs to be careful with that shoddy as it causes fall damage, even if he launches himself with it. Unlike launch pads or bouncers, which will negate any fall damage, no matter the height, as long as you're under their effect. Shotgun will actually cause you damage. Hey, what's up, Vanda? Thanks for coming through. Here we are. Yep, right now we've got both guys running Play versus Solos. So Play versus is the organization running the youth esports tournament. And these guys are competing to be #1 on the leaderboard against plethora of other players from different schools. As I mentioned prior, both of them have claimed #1 on the leaderboard at some point in time. Granted, it's always changing since there are 10 possible games that you can play within a 2-hour window. Will Nix get this fight? He's sticking his minis right now. Manages to get to 25. Moist Pop also in a fight. Got the enemy player White pushing aggressively into his box. This guy's trying to rotate away. Nix a little bit dangerously low on health. Other player notices him. He isn't able to stick the bandies. Gets the shot off 98 through the window. Beautiful edit and an amazing flick post edit by Nix, nabbing a 3rd kill for the game. Awesome stuff. Moist Mop still engaged in this firefight on the left here, and point blank annihilates this guy. 3 frags for Moist Mop as well. It's like Nix is over here gathering more mats. Moist Mop gathering his senses while a player fights off in the distance, assessing his next move. It's about that time. Moistmop playing the passive game, currently peeking through one of his edits, watching how other players are navigating throughout the map, who's fighting who, and where the best move will be. On Nyx's end, we've got 57 people left, so we're still definitely mid-game. He's gathering resources, most likely going to play a little bit more passive, though I wouldn't be surprised if he took some engagements here. He's probably feeling a bit confident. Both players are feeling a bit confident, now having 3 frags. It's early in the game. Scanning, taking shots at the passing vehicle. Yep, so far so good, Panda. These guys are both on game number 3, I believe, out of 10. It might not seem like that many games, but surprisingly it takes a while. Especially if they survive for the majority of the game, it can take a really long time to get through all 10. Alright, looks like Moist is getting pushed a little bit. He's playing defensive, gets hit, no shields, manages to return fire, and gets the kill very, very quickly through the diagonal edit. These guys, I'll tell you firsthand from playing against them, they have insane aim and reaction time, right? It is a privilege that I get to scrimmage against these guys and test my own mettle as a gamer. Again, these guys practice very, very hard, trying and improving at every skill that they have to master for this game, whether that's aim, gunplay, editing, building, reaction time. Fortnite requires it all right? As much as people might, you know, talk smack about this game, it's incredibly demanding for a human being to play. Moist looking for more opportunities, playing the edge of zone. He is in a very good spot to move into the next region. He's about to go for the third party, gets 46. Surprise shot on this guy. Boxes up after doing a significant amount of damage. Player on the other side, looks like Northwest, is still applying pressure to this player. Moistmop better be careful that he doesn't get third party himself from another player on the western side of the map. Scanning once again. Nyx, in the meantime, is still in that mid-game section, playing defense. Just looking around, gathering more gear as he travels the map. Moistmop now looking for an opportunity to get a little bit of high ground here. See an opportunity here to break down this player. I don't know if Moist recognizes it or if he's going to go for it. Quite possible. Might be a little late at this point. It's already been connected as far as builds go. I think another player had the idea. Top 20 placement. Things are looking good with 4 kills. 44 left in Nyx's game with 3 kills. Nick's getting into an engagement here. As is Moist Mop. Moist Mop taking lots of damage. Needs to back off. Stick some heals here. Playing edge of zone. Being pursued aggressively. And he manages to get a midi off. 2 midis. And hopefully a big pot here. While players are fighting below. Next goes for a shot. Misses. Moist Mop using the shotgun to rotate. Piece control battle here. Nyx has a tendency to win these. Needs to stick a heal. Nyx lets the other player make his move, then decides to back off. Down another piece control battle. Gets the shot off. Very nice. Moist Mop taking pot shots from above on an ultimate low player. Top 16. Today may not be the day to play aggressive, unlike some of Moist Mop's other games. I think he learned his lesson in the first couple and is deciding to play even more passive than usual. Nice, caught him napping. Nyx goes in for a kill while the opponent is healing. And Moist Mop gets flanked with an 8th place finish. Not bad for scoring 4 frags. Nyx here with 4 at 39 people left. Looking a little bit low on mats here. He's going to need to harvest quite a bit if he wants to survive for this endgame. Looks like a player up on the cliffs taking shots at him. Redirected his attention to another player. Gets quite a bit of his shields taken off. Manages to stick a mini, playing defense. Ooh, and hits with the fish. Nyx pushes in through his own throwable. Oh, and he got predicted. Opponent timed it perfectly and stuck one shotgun round on him. Both players now waiting for their next potential game. Hey, what's happening, Chris? All right. Looks like both players have started their next game. Moist Mop, 2 matches played so far. Nyx, 3, total 174 and 144. Back, let me check placements real quick. Nyx and Moist Mop, do you guys know what your placements are currently?
I'll check right now. I don't think I'm that high.
Last time I saw, I was 3rd.
Say that again.
I was 3rd.
3rd. Okay, cool. Keep it up, guys. You're getting up there, and you're getting some kills. All right.
I'm like top 40.
Okay.
Ish.
We still got plenty of games to go. Good luck. Okay, so it looks like we've got top 40 placement and third placement on Moist Mop's end, so looking pretty good, especially this early on in the event. Now, again, the challenge is, can we get a safe placement here? Moist Mop tends to have the same method over and over. He lands tower, opens a chest, usually has a long-range weapon like a bow, and he'll take a couple pot shots. Sometimes it's clip-worthy. Like, he's got guys that are all the way out in those hills that you can see to the left, kind of by that that second tower. And he'll actually hit some of those with the bow, which is not the easiest weapon to snipe with by any means. Hey, what's up, Jace? It's quite possible they're in the same game. Is it? Yeah, yeah. They both have 88, so I think they are in the same one. Which is actually a first. So far, I don't think we've had any of our solo players in the same game. So this will be interesting. It'll be interesting if they both make it to the end game and see who lasts longer. Alright, so it looks like we've got Nyx about to... Oh, gets 113. 29. We get the finish here. This guy's really trying to get away. Looks like he managed to stick a mini and hit Nick. Got Nyx down to 24. Moist Mop still hasn't run into anyone. Question is, are they going to fight this out, or is one of them going to back off? Oh, 79. And he gets it! Wow, the good old-fashioned TTV. Nice early kill for Nyx. Moist Mop still chilling. Both players max health, max shields, and doing pretty good at on mats. Maxed out on wood. I'm excited. I want to see if they run into each other. I wonder if they realize that they're in the same game. Are they though? They're not really in the same area. As long as they survive all their fights, like if Nick survives this fight right now, then it's very possible that they will end up fighting. But we'll see. They aren't that far from one another. Nick's is just slightly east of him. Ooh. Voice Mob taking lots of shield damage there. Nick's also taking shield damage from third party. Pushing in. Manages to land a shot. Ooh. Nails it. 0 frags for Moist, 2 frags for Nyx. He's taking shots, almost losing all his shields. 6 to heal, and I get a beautiful Discord display. 5. Nice, nice. Making this fight a little bit easier as he gets closer. Moistmop playing the stealth game. Takes shots, doesn't quite land his. Cracks on the second. He's full sending. He's going in the storm for the kill. Nice little flick by Moistmop. Commits to it. Gets the kill. Looks like Nyx is back in zone. He's gonna have to stick some heals here in a second. He's in the open. Also running low on brick on Nyx's end. Moistmop pretty good on mats. Unbelievable play. Nyx throws a medkit to himself. Gets pushed. Thankfully that shot missed. Otherwise that might have been the end of him. Gets insane damage done to him. Manages to stick the mini. On retreat mode with health this low. Nice. 175 from the bush. And quickly sticks the mini. That damage bought him just enough time to get the rest of his heals off. Nice. Caught him napping. Wasn't quite looking at the right angle. It's an easy shotgun kill. Right now, both players are opposing ends. Ooh, an arrow straight to the knee. I wonder where I've heard that before. Nyx takes damage, but then quickly rotates over to the player who damaged him as he's distracted by one off on the hills. It's 27 on the one in the hills. Continues playing on high ground. Drops down. Now getting third-partied once again. In a tough spot here. Gonna have to stick more heals. Ooh, taking massive damage on the way over. Being gate kept. Will he make it in zone in time? Looks like he's going to try to stick the heal outside of zone. Ah, and he's down to 5. That's GG's. Let's try by Nyx. 31st place. back to Moist Mop.
Coach,
Yes, sir.
I have to go now.
Okay. Good
I
stuff,
tried.
man. Well, yeah,
what's it called?
it looked like you were gonna try to stick that heel in Storm.
I was lagging for some reason. I didn't really know why.
Oh, you were lagging?
Like I felt a lot of input delay for some reason.
Probably from the stream, maybe.
I kind of got it yesterday also without like screen sharing, so
Oh.
I don't really know.
Okay.
It's all good though.
All right, man.
See ya.
See you. Fight or not? Is it a bad time? Watch more Benji, Fishy, and Booga. Noted. So far, we actually don't have... We don't have a dedicated film day for Fortnite. Siege sometimes will go back and review our footage, but that might be a really solid thing to implement, is we'll have a day where we just go back and watch Booga and Benji Fishy. So far, we've watched NRG Epic Whale, but adding some more variety in there, and just more days where we watch film in general could be incredibly useful. So I appreciate the suggestion. Moist Mop in a pretty safe spot right now. Not doing the best as far as health goes. Besides the push. 31. She did a little bit more shield damage earlier as well. Doesn't play Pursue. Looks like he's getting rotated on. Gets 40 on that guy. Wasn't expecting him at all. Hey, what's up, Elias? Go Braves! Let's get it. So we had one guy place. He's in the top 30 for play versus right now. Might be a little bit lower after this game, but the guy we're currently spectating, Moist Mop, last placed number 3. So depending on how this particular game goes, he'll either go up or down. Let's see. Currently 27 people left. Only has one mini for heals, so he's probably going to need to look for a siphon here. Thankfully, he's in the smallest zone, or at the edge of the smallest zone, so he can gatekeep a little bit. Looking for shots. Does minimal damage right there. He hits these. Let's see if he makes it happen. 20. 21. My mistake. That wasn't the smallest zone. It gets smaller. But right now, Moist Mop is essentially in the best spot he can be to move to that side, aside from the fact that he's not on height at the moment. This gets a relatively easy kill there. Good little siphon and some heals. Oop, takes some hits on the way. Oh, and gets absolutely lasered for 18th place. Unfortunate. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, I couldn't build. I'm not
You
sure, so.
you were dead in like 2 shots and you had full shields. At least it looked like 2 shots.
Yeah. I got lasered, and
Yeah.
then I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have to box up."
Yeah.
And then that's when it happened.
Everything
But
was looking real promising up until that. It just came out of nowhere. You got a good little siphon right there. That guy seemed pretty clueless, the last kill you got.
I know he was just like kind of walking around. I think he was also chasing another guy, but I was like, man, I picked like the most amazing hiding spot, and I just like rammed at him with the gun.
GG's though. What is this? Gonna be number 4 or 5?
Oh, this is third game. Oh
Third
yeah,
game.
this is gonna be fourth. It's gonna be fourth game.
Do you remember your placement?
No, I did not see the
No worries.
leaderboards this time. Yeah.
You got it. Plenty more to go.
Yep.
How's it going, chat? How are you guys doing? Thank you for coming through, by the way, and supporting Bosco. Really appreciate it. We have some alumni in here. Shout out to Elias Haddad and Chris Blonsky for coming through and supporting. Those two and myself all graduated class of 2012. Bosco really is a family that you never really leave. Here we are today. 18th. Oh, right. 18th place. But what I meant when I asked him, Elias, was so there's actually like a total placement based on the amount of points you accumulate over the course of 10 games, which establishes what place you are of all the players who are participating in the entire event. So in between games, there's a leaderboard we can look at. So I'll just try to remember after this next game here to see what placement he gets. And again, apologies for repeating myself because we have people coming in and out, but the point system is based on your placement. So how long you survive combined with the number of kills you get. Okay? So that's why a lot of players are playing passive, because getting to the end game is going to net you a lot of points for not having to take so many risks. It looks like Moist Mop is in this building with another player right now. He might get an early frag here. Oh, misses the first shot. He's going for it, pursuing. Oh. He's got this guy. He ran into the cornfield, but feeling he's just going to W key out of it. Or he's going to try to lose him. Oh, this is like a horror movie, and he gets the frag. So actually, this is an official playlist. It's called the Play versus Fortnite Youth Fortnite League. So when you sign up on the website, it actually unlocks a playlist in the game that you can participate in, which is pretty cool. It's, you know, it's not like something that's organized separately for creative and then everyone has to custom matchmake with one another. This is an actual officiated matchmaking playlist that keeps track in real time of everyone's points. Pretty awesome stuff. Speaking of which, huge shout out to Play Versus for hosting Fortnite on their channel a few weeks ago. I had the pleasure of being able to commentate back then, so thank you, Play Versus, if any of you come through and watch this at some point. Looking good so far on heals. Weapons need a little bit of work. We'll get there. We're going to be approaching the mid game here soon, so it's probably going to be a lot of, I don't want to say downtime, but not a lot of fighting. Moistmop has a pretty consistent route so far. He starts off tower, looks for an easy pick off the break, using paintball terms now, and then goes to this truck where he gathers more mats and drives around for a bit. Pretty consistent route. Depending, of course, on the positioning of the storm. I know, it is pretty awesome that it's actually built into the system. So far, I haven't seen this with any other games. Granted, you know, for Siege, everything is custom game based, so, you know, they list a bunch of league rules on the website. You match with your team through the site, and then you guys just join a custom game. But here, it's all set up for you. You just... In fact, at 5:30, when we run trios, you just join up with your squad, and as long as everyone is eligible to participate in the event, then, you know, it's a pretty smooth process. Fortnite does seem to be pretty far ahead of the game when it comes to implementing independent events into their game. For example, the Travis Scott event, any of the artist events that come up, you know, that's all designed from the ground up within the game, for the game, so that people can very easily participate in those events. You know, lots of different types of league play are available directly through Fortnite. You don't even have to use a third-party website. So, really, really awesome implementation that I think a lot of other game companies would do well to take notes on. It'd be awesome if we had this similar setup for things like Call of Duty, Warzone, or... Yep. Say it again? Can't hear you.
I have to go to practice now.
Okay, man. Have a good practice.
I just want to say I did end with 236 points.
How many?
3 games left. 236 points with 3 games remaining.
Okay, good stuff.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Coach, do you see this?
Watching?
Yeah, I found some free loot.
Nice. My bad. I looked away right when you grabbed it.
Yeah, I was just lying.
Like, Moistmop is doing extremely well on mats. 500 across the board. And doing pretty good on weapons. As well as heals. So, adequately prepped for endgame. 57 people remaining. 1 frag. Good to go. Oh, spots another player. Let's see if he hits the bow shot. Not right. Oh, actually another opportunity. Almost. So Moist Mob decides not to take that engagement. Instead just migrates to another part of the map. Wolves and dinosaurs abound, but no players so far. Nearing the center of the ring. Trio, how you guys doing?
Good.
Good? Chilling?
Good. Yeah. Yep.
Alright. Ooh, Moist Mob taking damage. Down to 2 shields. Dropping down out of his cone. Nice move after sticking the mini. Takes a second. Manages to not get it off, but lands a hit on the other player. There's a little bit of height. The other player sticks the mini and lands a pretty deadly shot on top. Top's gonna need to stick a second mini. 2 minis and a big pot. Have full shields, but frighteningly low health. And no medkits currently. Looks like he's gonna try to withdraw. Takes more shield damage. Barely gets out of that box. Edits and shoots, but doesn't quite connect. Good thing they aren't driving. Well, I mean, in a game where you can drive on water, you know, you can get away with a lot of stuff. Nice, 142 with an insanely fast edit there. Other player's definitely playing on his heels at this point. Moist Mob still has to be careful. 28 health, even though he has max shields. He's aggressive. Picking minis and dropping down continue. Ooh, takes 40. Both of these guys really draining each other's resources here. Drawing and Trying to get heals as much as possible. Stop going. Bandies. Ooh, and a medkit. Fortuitous. Fortunately getting pushed. Have to buy himself some breathing room. Players break. Ooh, low. Oh, almost. Not quite enough damage dealt to the player. This mob's still low. Good fight. Ah, that was tragic. That was a good fight, though.
Yeah, we were just trading shots left and right.
Left and right, and going back and healing, and then going at it again.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, like, do you just? And I was like, do you just ever run out of heals, man? It's like, come on, let's disengage already. And I was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
this guy is just.
It looked like you were in a
on my
pretty good
tail.
spot too there above the porta potties, but he found it again.
Yeah, I was like, okay, he's gonna break bottom of there, and then I was like, you know what? I thought he wasn't smart enough to just like, look up. 'Cause he
Yeah.
wouldn't be like in his line of sight. But that wasn't the case, I guess.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing, that he was gonna break it, see that you weren't
And then
there, and just assume that
yeah,
you were somewhere else.
yeah, but I think he heard me popping the med kit. That was why.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. It's all good. Go
Yep,
next.
all good. What's your placement?
I think I'm 21st.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice. All right. Keep it going.
Yep.
Okay, guys. So Moist Mop is currently 21st in total on the leaderboard. Currently has 6 games to go, so plenty of opportunities to climb back up. Last play versus session, we did have him get a first place finish, which was pretty exciting, and a couple kills in that game. There was a nice little rhythm he was getting where he would basically play passive for the entirety of the game, even when it got down to the very last ring. And then as people were just moving about in the chaos, he would get 1, 2, 3, 4 frags. This happened repeatedly for a while and didn't quite get the dub the first 2 or 3 games, but then by the 4th one, got all the kills like before in the end game and then just clutched it like that. Really exciting stuff. So I'm confident that Moist Mop can make it happen. Maybe it's the driving too. Driving could be kidding. Driving in Fortnite is not exactly akin to sort of real life driving. In about 30 minutes, we will be starting Fortnite Trios. So same format as solos. It's just now we'll have 3 players, and a little bit of a different vibe since you'll actually hear communication happening between players in real time. What's fun about solos is you get to see how a player really goes deep into their own skill set and how they navigate each engagement, because any other player you see is a potential third-party risk, right? Whereas in trios or squads or even duos, you have someone watching your back constantly. There's a different sort of rhythm to it, a different energy. You get to hear the communication between teammates. It's exciting. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, it's definitely exciting for me. Watch. Again, thank you everyone for coming through, and huge shout out to our SJB alumni who are in chat right now, and all SJB alumni in general. All of your wonderful contributions in the 21st century. Appreciate you guys. And the 20th as well. Moscow Open 1940. Been around for a while. Go session 6. Right, Moist Mob dropping in at a little bit of a... Actually, no, same landing zone. Relatively similar landing. Towers nearby. Another player dropping just east of him. Moist Mob forgoes tower and goes straight for Heal Farm. So. Unfortunately, no stray players wandering into the cornfields this time. It was pretty fun to watch the last game. But hopefully, Moist Mob will get some early picks here. It's always a really good feeling to see that there's one kill under the belt, because you know at the very least you'll get those points. I mean, granted, he is getting points for placement as well, being at 87th, but having the kill is just a nice little warm-up for the end game. It's nice, stocking up on loot, has a harpoon, and some small heals at the moment. Massive updates in Warzone today and tomorrow for... yeah. Thank you for that heads up. If anyone who plays Warzone, you know how insanely long those updates can take. So I'll have to get on that. It's tomorrow. Subscriber Thursday. Oh! Caught off guard. Sticking minis. Playing defense. Let's see if Moistmoth can navigate out of the situation. Yep, aggressive play from the opponent. Moistmoth editing his way into some options here. Gets 119 through the window. Lovely, lovely. And didn't stand a chance. Great first kill by Moistmoth. High energy coming into this round. Looking good. 84 with the big pot and 6 minis. Decent weapons as well. Do you know how big the update is for Warzone, guys? $74. This seems to be Moistmoth's most common play, driving around, quickly trying to navigate to his usual spot so he can get as much loot as possible. Three minutes until the next ring movement. And as soon as he hops out of the vehicle here, we'll see how Moistmoth is doing on that. Taking shots. Down to 53 on shields. Vehicle is almost kaput. Doing pretty well, actually. High 300s in wood and brick. And 500 metal. It's maxed out. Vehicle is up in flames. Luckily, he finds another. Ooh. Crack and 33 white. So needs to be careful he doesn't get third party by that other player who's pursuing him. Decides to push this guy who's already low. Breaks through. 33 again. Player clearly hasn't had time to stick shields. And gets the kill with the harpoon. Man. Alright, nice little siphon. Now has an opportunity to engage that second player. Ooh, cracked on top. Will he get the third party? Not quite. Looks like that player got pickaxed. Two more players in the vicinity. Excellent on mats, a little low on shields. Luckily, he has 6 minis. Might be fortuitous to find a big pot here at some point. Like another player by the taxi. Taken off. Stage back to engage. 33. See if Moist can hit one of these shots. Looks like instead of taking the fight, Moist decides to back off. Vehicle is not looking too hot at the moment, but it should suffice for his migration into zone. Perfect spot to max out shields. Oh, no worries, man. Oh, taking another fight. Drops. Either player hits shots. 43, both exchange. Piece control, battle time. Oh, he's in his box. Will he get it? Yes, he does! 3 elims. Very, very good start here going into the end game real soon. Good little siphon plus some heals. Very smart of Moist Mop. Rather than spending the heals that he's just gotten off another player, he just uses these slurp tanks. Looks like another engagement about to happen. Top 45. I think there was a player in those bushes for a moment. Two more players up ahead. 3 more, actually. Tried to catch him unawares, didn't quite connect. Possibly a little bit of gatekeeping here. Doesn't connect. Scanning at the moment. This is Moist Mop style. Usually by this point in the game, he's just hanging out. 31 white gets an elim. Very easy kill across the field. Good stuff by Moist Mop. Looking for another one. 32 on shields. Might be getting pushed from below. Piece control. Possible third party here. Moist Mop is withdrawing. Taking height. Top 37.
I'll be right back, coach.
36 remaining. Yeah, you got it. Zone getting pretty small here. Moist Mop in a decent spot. Still in scanning mode. About to reach our endgame moments here. 34 remaining. Moist Mop is up with 4. If he can get a high placement here, he should walk away from this with a significant amount of points. Depending on Zone's next movement, Moist Mop is in a fairly prime position to really go anywhere. Playing inconspicuously still. Lots of fighting to the northeast, it sounds like, with a couple players to the south. One goes down. 31. Mop decides to migrate. Grabbing more wood. Moist Mop pretty openly looking for opportunities here. Doesn't push that player down below. Decides to build up and box up once more. Knights gets in his box. Didn't stand a chance. Exchanges shots with another in his box and gets placed top 29. Nice try, nice try. 5 elims and 29th plates. That was a very stealthy push with the harpoon. Just unfortunate the other guy turned on you.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I kind of expected it too, though.
It was almost
Hmm.
karma. You got into that guy's box. There's nothing he could do about it. And then the exact same thing
Yeah.
happened a second later.
I know. It was funny because I harpooned in his box, and then he's still looking the opposite direction.
Yeah. I mean, the first harpoon, there was no reaction to it at all.
I know. I didn't even break the wall at first with
Yeah.
the first harpoon, and I had to AR with it first. And I was like, you know what? I probably should have just backed up. Because, like, if I just got in at that point, the guy wouldn't have noticed. Like, it would have been like a split second, you know, and the other guy wouldn't have reacted.
Yeah.
But I think that, like, oh, he's going for this. I'm just going to do it. So.
Right. Trios, you guys ready here in the next 7 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, feels like an eternity, huh? Well, actually, no. If you've
Yeah.
been warming up, then you probably notice. Which of you guys is good to stream?
Probably not me.
Madness, you good with it?
Yeah, I can stream.
Okay. Moist Mop, did you just launch into another game?
I just did.
Oh, okay. I saw your Discord first.
Yeah. My fault.
You're good. Here we go. Game number 6, I believe. Moist Mop dropping in once again. In 5 minutes here, we will have our Trios gameplay. Just be forewarned, it may get a little hectic. We'll have a split screen display going on here where we'll still get to watch Moist Mop as he plays, but then we'll also be able to view our trio as they're playing and from one player's perspective. Moist Mop landing at his default spot on top of tower. Hopefully he'll get a bow here, which he will. Oh, and he lands with another player. Oh, 52! Can he hit this? Oh! And that player gets third-partied down for the count. Insane. If he were a millisecond later, that other player might have gotten the bow before him. Voice Mop looking good here on shields. 4 minis, 1 med kit. And fairly decent on weapons. Matt's not so much. Some more here as we go into the mid game. Takes the shot. Pretty ambitious to try to hit a moving vehicle with the arrow. Doesn't quite hit it. Taking early damage down to 19 shields. Boxing up. Sticks minis. The player pursues. Moist Mop takes high ground. .42 does insane damage in one fell swoop. Takes a quick dub. That guy did not know what hit him. Replaces with the green AR. Almost full shields. Hit this. Right. Switches the AR hits for 20. That was a nice little switch by Moist Mop. Going from a powerful weapon to an accurate weapon. The AR can absolutely laser people. Basically hit scan accuracy.
There we go.
Trio, you guys launching?
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Good luck, guys. Okay, so our trio is now live, queuing up for their first game of the day. So let's wish our Bosco Braves some luck here as they work together to secure a victory. Moist Mop still doing pretty well here in the mid game. Max on brick, soon to be max on wood and metal. Our trio's currently launching, about to start the first session. Moist also looking really good on weapons. Currently standing at 1 elim and 54 players remaining. Moist taking both
Someone
shots.
dropped castle. There's
Okay,
three.
yeah, it's just
Yeah,
going
shark.
Actually,
They're
he's
going-
peeling off the Raven.
Alright, there's 3 going shark, I think.
Okay.
I
Or
see
forward.
5
I see
people
6.
there. I got 6.
Oh,
Oh yeah, they're contesting each other. Yeah, they are. That's dumb. 2 landed on one chest. Too.
okay, I'm not seeing anything in my area.
Moist takes another shot. Doesn't quite connect. Narrowly misses. Looks like our trio is about to contest the team. Moist taking a 1v1 engagement here. In the bushes. Has height. Goes breaking into the box. Piece control time.
Zone's
Breaks
pretty
it, but
close.
misses.
Heads towards the raptor.
The player rotates. Moist hits a shot.
The team has spazzes at least one. Here, from here.
Moist pushing low ground while the other
I have
player
purple
tries to
fire
stick
frame.
heals. Aggressively pushing. Shots again. Full shield break. Oh, and the other player sticks the shot. 50th place for Moist Fortunate.
Like 3 hot pots right now.
Sunset.
And 2
That was a
mains.
surprise. Moist.
Yeah, I played a little too aggro. That's probably my fault there.
Okay.
Thank you.
On to harpoon. We need to go harpoon these spots.
There's a couple right here.
Okay.
Got a flopper.
Nice.
Can carry. Okay, I'll carry this.
So far, pretty consistently in the event, our
talk to this guy
trio
real
likes to
quick.
land at this spot, Coral Castle. Looks like Madness has picked up a... Oh, he hasn't picked up a flopper. Someone else grabbed a flopper.
Another flopper.
Like Carbon grabbed it.
Oh my lord. Shieldfish, slurpfish, slurpfish.
Got a jellyfish.
I'll hold the 2 slurpfish.
Okay.
I have 2 hot pots and 2 slurpfishes, and there's a shieldfish right here.
Should I drop the stinkfish? Or are you guys carrying medkits?
I mean, I have the fire bow.
I'll drop it for
Moist
medkits.
entering
Yeah,
for his
floppers
7th game.
slurps.
Okay. you guys have any arrows, I could use them.
I have some.
You know, I'll drop my books. Make sure.
Nice, MX. Max hot pots.
Illumination. Shock.
I have a green pump already, if anyone wants that.
Madness looks like he's doing pretty good on brick, quickly
I also have 2
accumulating
mechanical
metal.
parts.
Weapons, heals, all on point at the moment. Carbon and Sunset at max health and shields.
You need 6 mechanical for pump, right?
59 players remaining.
Wait, is that?
Playing the edge of zone.
No,
Moist Mop
Again.
barely landing. Still no weapons.
Yeah.
Thank
Some produce and a big pot, but no weapons.
Maybe a spot right there. I max everything.
You just need wood. Metal.
Decides to drop produce. Finally grabs a rifle.
You just want to take control of the spy.
Anyone in chat, if you have any questions about Bosco, the esports program, or the Fortnite program in particular, or actually the Rainbow Six Siege program, which I also coach, feel free to leave any questions in chat. And I'm more than happy to answer them.
Kind of afraid of those 2 teams that went shark. Don't really know where they would have gone.
Yeah, I never heard any boats, so they both
Madness
just
a little
kept
bit
going.
distant from Sunset and Carbon, but it looks like they are migrating closer to the interior of the ring.
There is a fight under the bridge.
How have the Siege guys been
Okay.
doing? Siege has been doing okay. The
We can just like wait around
the
here.
greatest challenge for us right now
Yeah.
is
We try and
discipline.
fish some
So,
spots up.
as I'm sure I've said before,
See
the
if I can
guys
find
have
shield
really
fishers.
great connection,
Yeah,
like
it's
group
okay.
synergy
Just one.
and camaraderie, which is a great sign, and it is not always something that starts off initially. You know, some guys have attitudes, and they have they butt heads with one another. So thankfully, this hasn't been an issue. However, what has been is a matter of discipline, staying on top of training. Okay, staying
Yeah,
focused
back
on the
to me.
game
I'll pop that.
rather than, you know, goofing off
Or
and,
not
and
here,
wanting
take
to
that. I'll just create
wanting to have fun
better
rather
to
than
have
take it
visual
seriously, because at the end of the
I
day,
mean, in
even
case I
though
get
we are
more.
playing video games, which obviously we
Oh,
all
okay.
enjoy, it is a serious commitment, just like any other sport that I did at Bosco or that any other player does. So really maintaining that discipline and that mindset, refocusing on the task at hand is something that the guys will grow to do eventually, but is a challenge at the moment. And I'm sure it's one of those things that will sort itself over time. And granted, it is a very new program for Rainbow Six Siege. So
I could take this.
if as we get new players
My
coming
God, I
in
almost
and we
jumped off
sort
the
of
edge on accident.
get the rhythm of what the squad will look like, I think those issues will take care of themselves. Yes, they have. They have. And I think it helps since they've played 3 or 4 season matches so far. They sort of understand what the score is. They realize that, you know, these other teams are no slouches, all right? And they're not going to spare them any quarter. So if they're not on top of their aim, their gunplay, their map knowledge, their ability to communicate effectively, then their mistakes are going to get called out in a game. You know, if someone calls out a location of an enemy player and it's not accurate, and someone misinterprets and makes a bad play, they're going to get punished for it. You know, they'll get taken out by the enemy team unaware. So, yeah, I think through having made those mistakes, they've begun the process of improvement, which is great to see. And it's, you know, it's difficult and it's slow, but that's how it goes. You know, there is no real magic trick to helping these guys get better, other than having them play more and more matches. The goal in the near future is to have them participate in more Face-It scrimmages. Face-It is a matchmaking client, a third-party matchmaking client that allows Counter-Strike players, Rainbow Six players, and a couple other games, I'm not sure exactly which ones, to play outside of the typical matchmaking process. All right, looks like Moist Mop is about to get into a 1v1 engagement here. Or is in a 1v1. Taking height, getting shots off, 22, 33, almost lit, dinked him.
60 mid already.
And secures the kill. As soon as he took that ramp, it was GG's for that guy. Nice little siphon, some good heals.
Checked all the bushes here.
Moist Mop is in a nice defensible position at the moment.
Gotta go a little further in.
Right here.
So, yes, the slow grind continues for all of these sports. Whether it's Fortnite or Rainbow Six, these guys just got to keep playing, and focusing on the individual skills that they lack. This is something that Moist Mop understands very well, which is why he has done so well as a solo player so far in the
I
event.
still have these.
Is that he takes the skills that aren't quite the best, maybe it's building one day or shooting another day, and focuses on them consistently. So, and granted, Siege is a very
right?
team-heavy game. It's a team-based game, and so it's crucial that everyone take their respective role seriously.
Over there.
Otherwise, the whole thing cannot work optimally. Everyone has to pull their weight, and you know, sometimes
They're crossing like the river.
your life in the context of the game is in the hands of your teammates. You know, you have to be able to trust their calls. If someone says that an opponent is in a particular spot and you only have this moment right now to full send and go for that kill, you have to be able to trust that. And you have to be able to give confident calls. You have to know where people are and say, look, this is what the situation is. If you go to this spot, you can win us the game right now. Very, very important stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And some of the competition has already been challenging for them. So
I think we can get around the right side of this.
another challenge too is the commitment. So a lot of these guys are, you know, they're busy. They're involved in ASB. They're involved in other live action sports, as it were, and extracurricular activities since they are in high school. So balancing all of those different activities with one another, along with esports practice, it can be challenging. So it requires a certain level of commitment in order to make those improvements, because it's like they always say, whenever you're not practicing, someone else is, and you gotta keep practicing if you want to get to the top and stay on your A game.
Turning up.
This team in that base. There's a team right here.
They killed the guy there.
There's teammates.
Yeah, they're right in this big base.
Looks like trios are playing little defensive crouch walking on high ground above. Moist Mop taking
Yeah,
some
it's
shots,
good.
Tell
playing
me if they're
defense.
peeking out.
Possibly going to be third party by this vehicle if it doesn't retreat. Doesn't quite connect. Still retreating. Gonna run into a bit of an impasse here as he has a cliff behind him. Tries to
And then these guys
harpoon.
can double on us.
Builds up the cliff. Trio's still playing defense. Actually low ground to another team. They need to be careful that they don't get in a third-party sandwich situation here where both teams push them from different angles. Okay, this team is rotating. Haven't engaged. They haven't been noticed. Zone is right behind them at the moment, straddling the very edge. Moist Mop sticking his big pot.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go.
They're just running all the way in to zone.
Yeah, they're still
High ground here. 0 elims for Trio at the moment,
Yeah, I was about
but
to say
top 31.
We
Almost
have all
top
these trees
30.
to block.
Moist Mop with 1 kill and in 42nd place.
Team Molly low ground to our left.
yeah, they're still for sure.
There's the guy in Hyatt.
Yeah, he's peeking Carvin back over there. On top, there's another guy.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just space up now. We're on edge.
Yeah, we're on edge.
I'm just gonna pop half pot. One's building up.
Yeah, it's, all of them are.
I think it's a solo.
No, there's more than one. Yeah, it's 2 at least.
Moist Mop looking good on mats, shields, health, weapons, everything. Ammo too.
Move to this bush right.
Trio
right.
currently full shields and health. Looking good on mats.
Yeah.
Madness's end.
I think we're good right here.
As well as weapons and
They're
heals.
just peeking out right now.
Yeah, they just don't notice.
I can stink though. Oh. Yeah, I can definitely.
Trio looking good, still in game
I'm
1
hitting
here.
both of them.
Top 30.
One of them got stuck. I
That's
hit
what
them.
I
Moist Mop playing defensively, hiding in his cone, scanning. Here looks like it's engaging a little bit. Looks like we've got guys landing to the right, or sounds like it, I should say, based on the footsteps.
I don't have
Moist Mop getting an elim here. Second one of the game.
I took them a lot. They're still taking.
Oh, okay.
Probably over 50 by now.
I should see. To the right.
Getting
Should
pushed
go
from
now.
above. Possibly one to the right as well. Sticks shots
Oh, the team's up there. Hold on.
with the shotgun.
Yeah,
Deadly
he
stuff.
just-
Player's definitely retreating. Gonna need to lick his wounds from that one. Ooh, Moist Mop takes shots.
You get like
No
a
shields,
ping
down to 85. Sticky minis. Trio
That's-
playing edge of
they're
zone.
in zone.
Oh, my. That's edge his own.
We're gonna have to like try and get under them.
He's like jump.
Yeah, you can wait a little, I think. Team behind us is moving.
It's as the old expression goes,
Starting to go.
faster alone, farther together.
We need to go.
Moist
Yeah,
Mop
we need to
moving
go.
at a very rapid pace, playing his
Protect
solo
our-
game, while Trio
Got
Our
set.
trio is a little bit more thoughtful and considerate of each movement, since it is a larger organization, as it were, having to navigate with each team and having to fight 3 opponents at once in each respective squad.
Perfect.
Nice.
So there's a lot of
Okay.
moving parts
Look
to
for
be
shots on
worried about in trios.
Everyone, there's people, I think, behind us. Oh yeah, people behind.
Okay.
They're like above-ish.
Trio looking for pot shots down below, in a pretty good position to gatekeep a little bit. Granted, zone is only slightly moving in their direction, so most of the players down below are probably going to play defensively at this point. Moist still playing defense, scanning
Right here.
in his box.
Oh. Oh, I'm hitting 3 people.
Zone goes towards them.
Hit that.
Moist
Switch.
looking pretty good on mats.
That's it, zone.
No white heals,
go in front of
unfortunately,
everyone?
so it's going to be a minute before he gets to bring that green health back up.
We can. Yeah.
Trio at full shields.
Drop down a little bit.
Moist with another kill. Siphon puts him at full health.
I got walls.
Strel.
Gets him that kill.
Oh, I
Watch your
got
back.
hit a lot.
Trying to get with us.
Dude,
I'm holding your boy. Oh.
they shot.
Sunset down for the
uh,
Try
count.
and jump up. Oh.
Madness looking for shots. Hits one for 31. Shields. Drops down.
With
Moist in top 31 with 3 frags.
I'm in
Right,
these I have 200
So
gold.
he's got a lot of movement room at the moment, which is
Should I-
relatively surprising considering how
Dropping
small the
so
zone
much
is
here.
starting to get.
knocked one.
Trio still playing defensive, or I should
I
say
think
duos
we have height
now.
here.
Do we?
Zone getting unbelievably
Yeah,
small
you
at this
did.
point. 10 tick storm, so he's got to get out of this as fast as possible. Down to 70 health.
She got me
Use
killed.
it.
31. Doing damage below.
I'm dropping down
Sure.
to it.
Madness doing tons of damage on shields.
Team ahead is in wood.
62.
Everyone's dropping.
Yeah.
Sounds like Carbon got a knock earlier, but
drop
didn't
right
quite
here.
claim the kill. Madness dropping down, getting shot out simultaneously as well. Carbon covering fire as he drops down. 31 damage.
You
Moist
guys
still
can-
playing defense.
Jellyfish.
I
Carbon
dropped
a
really
little
low.
bit less than
Oh, I
half.
dropped kind of. One to kite.
Hit that.
Health. Madness doing his best to avoid zone. Still taking damage from that 10 tick storm. 60.
Oh, I have done builds.
Uh,
Madness
drop
running
right.
low on builds. Misses
No,
a
I'm at
shot.
max.
Backs off.
Cracked one.
Slightly connects the second. Carbon down for the count. Does massive
on.
damage. 5th place finish.
Yeah, I got it at mats.
Yeah.
Zone in here on Moist who is in the end game situation. Not pushing, full mats, lots of ammo, fantastic weapons, and 2 blue heals. In a really good spot to navigate zone and last a pretty long time in this game. Still 28 people remaining in this zone. The competition is definitely getting tough. Final 27. Still at 3 elims. Smop looking for shots here. Defense health somehow got down to 97. I missed that. Zone getting incredibly small. One playing close height. He pushes him, gets the elim in one shot. There's the harpoon gear up. In defense once again. 4 elims, top 24. It's grazed a little bit, down to 67. Takes his big pop. Two players fighting. Had a momentary spot to take a shot. Both players are still focused on one another. Zone moves back here. Moismop taking advantage of that zone movement to get ahead. Possibly an opportunity to gate heap if he gets there fast enough. Top 23. BKB 35. Nixon scratches here and there. Good stuff. Always makes the fight a little bit easier when you can get some damage in. Moismop is not risking any damage to zone right now. Playing the very edge, but staying alive. $70. Nice opportunity. 35 white. Pushes aggressively on this player. Maybe a little too aggressively. 10 tick storm gets the elim. Very, very fortunate he got that elim considering he was down to 70 health. Siphon allows him to stay alive a little bit longer. Player tries to push him, decides to back off. He's now stuck in storm. Moismop moving, simultaneously tarping himself as to prevent players from shooting over him. Drops down. Ooh, might get another easy elim here. Misses a shot, backs off. Misses the shot. Goes for the AR. Misses all AR. 110. Might get third party. 6 minis. Playing super defensive. Seeing opportunities here. Not taking them. Focuses on getting his health back up. Almost lands the harpoon, not quite. Player builds up. Final 7 here. Looking like we're going to have a good placement with 5 kills. Possibly a dub. Sees the opportunity, doesn't quite shoot fast enough on height. Misses the shotgun. And gets placed 5th place. Nice try by Smop. Very good placement. Great elims. Trio dropping back in. Got 3 different zones marked. I think our players are going to split up and try to loot the different spots as much as possible. So far, it doesn't look like any other opposing teams are landing nearby. Actually, it looks like we've got a trio near Carbon.
Team going castle as well.
Looks like they're migrating away.
B team sorry.
Yeah, one team. Sure. They're trying to shoot me from there. And they hit me. Wow.
Yeah. Really, really good
Sun's
stuff.
not that far.
Yep. Go towards the spire from there.
Even if Moismop doesn't get a single dub, if he can keep playing that consistently, have these solid games where he gets a few elims as well as some high placements, he stands a very good chance of being in the top 10. Just from consistency alone.
Three medkits.
He's not prepping for his 7th jump.
Two bigs. You guys have beans.
Ooh, Moist Mop taking early damage.
Short right now.
Down to 5 health. Will he survive? Or will this be an early death? 99th place. Luckily, he has full shields, manages to nab some bandies, has decent weapons.
So
He can
much
stick
shooting
these
there.
bandies. He might actually have
Yeah,
a chance of fighting this guy.
Oh, okay.
No damage from either.
There's another half bot on me.
Sticks the second bandy.
I'll hold.
Very nice movement.
They take
Mop.
shots too. Oh yeah, he is.
Gets up to 65. This is doable. Does massive damage to the opponent.
He headshot me.
Carbon down for the count on our trios, it looks like.
Just line of sighting.
91st. Not ideal.
I'll take you
Bro.
back over here.
That guy headshot me. I got 36 life.
Okay. You're good.
That was fortunate ending section for Moist Mop. As I mentioned before, one
They're
of the
going on
scariest
here,
points
too.
of the game is
Yeah, this mission.
at the very
Try to
end
scoot
when
forward a little bit.
everyone is bogging
Like
down
a
on you, and at the very beginning when you don't have anything to defend yourself with and you land next to someone
Okay,
who is
up
gung-ho
mace.
taking you out. Carbon back up, which is good.
Just
At
drop
half
it.
health.
You worry about yourself.
Madness providing support from below, now taking damage from height. Carbon and Sunset playing together.
Above us too.
Looks like they're dropping down on
Oh, it's on
Madness.
there. He's a
Madness sticks a
makeshift.
shot.
Yeah, he just built up.
There's two on you. I have no
Madness
line
is
of
going to
sight.
have to play some heavy defense here with
Drop
two
down,
players
sorry.
attacking
One's in my
in his
box.
box.
67 or
Madness gets him
33
down to
white,
33 white. Unfortunately, down for the count at the moment. Both players retreat to heal.
Hit the basketball skin 30.
On me.
One's shaking down.
Yeah, he's straight.
Gets shaken down. Down for the count. Carbon down as well. Sunset last. Clutch up this game. 82 health. Manages
I
to knock
can't even
one.
pick that.
Nice.
What is-
62 on another.
I don't have ammo.
And down for the count. 17.
Bro, that was a nightmare as soon as he headshot me.
Both players waiting to queue up. Or I should say, both teams, as it were.
I think that was a different one that headshot me too.
Yeah, I think so. From my angle, I only saw like one guy on there. The other one was
Yeah.
on the other side of the road.
Moistmop is launching once again. This will be match number 9. Moistmop landing at his spot. Early gear. And already pursued. Gets lasered for 48 with the bow. Being shot by 2 different players. Have to make it to that slurp. Other player up ahead as well. Guys are desperately trying to snipe. It's back to full health and 48 shield. Ooh, 31 shields and 31 white stealth attack. And gets the kill. That player tries to stick a heal, look like, but to no avail. Giving Moistmop his first elim of the game. Other player does 67 damage. Moistmop jumps out to engage. Now begins the build battling. Nice. Player tries to stick heals. Ooh, third party happens. Moistmop backing off. Nice. Gets the elim on one. Full siphon. Flawless execution. 108 on the second. And a double kill. 3 elims for the game. 67 remaining. Beautifully played by Moistmop. I think another one's coming for more. No hits. Player jumps out to engage. We're back at it. Mop taking height. takes damage. Finally connects. Gets the elim. Amazing flicks, amazing reaction time. Let's go, boss. Go Fortnite. Woo woo. You know it.
Did it on radios?
I don't know. Well, it's, oh, okay.
Really exciting gameplay here by Moist Mop. Narrowly surviving that initial drop. Getting down to 40 health. And then going for a 4K. A few seconds apart from one another. Hey, what's happening, dude? How are you doing, man? Thank you for coming through and supporting. Right now, we're currently running solo still. It's the tail end of solos. These are the last couple games. And then Trios is currently queued up, waiting for their game to start. This will be game number 3 for them. Currently sitting at 4 elims for this game in total. I've lost count. He's gotten at least 3 every game except for 1, I believe. Consistent gameplay is what we're seeing today, which is good. It's going to lend itself to a high placement. Moistmop pushes him into a fight. Doesn't look like he has full shields, though. Trying to break out. 36 damage. Gets absolutely lasered for down to 65. See if he keeps taking this. He's not doing remarkably well on mats, but has decent weaponry, so he might be able to take these fights. Nice damage. Is in. Harpoons. Looking for the drop down. Up to him. Gets in his box. He needs to be careful he doesn't get countered. Player is aggressively trying to escape. Sticks heals. Manages to land the mini. Oh, sticks the second one. Narrowly misses the shotgun shell. In his box, gets the eel. Ferocious gameplay by Moistmop.
Just saying, I just checked. It's probably taking so long because last week there was like 230 people, and this week there's only 150.
Hey,
It would make sense. You guys have been waiting 4 minutes now. That's how you know Fortnite on a roll if you can't. Yeah, that's true. It's a good sign. But not only is it all the elims, but it's the high placement as well. So aside from one game where it ended in the 90s, most of the rounds have been in the top 5 to 20 region, okay, which is good. This is a marathon. It's not a race. You're not playing this like you're trying to get 10 kills and a dub every single time. I mean, if you could do that, then you'll very easily be #1. But that's incredibly hard to pull off because there's a lot of RNG involved in this game, especially in the chaos of the end game. Looks like Moist Mop has found his next mark. He is pushing up on him. Opponent is building cross, gets in his box, drops down. Oh, and gets the elim. 6 kills. This might be our highest amount so far. At least the highest amount of kills this early in the game for sure. Looks for another one. Oh, absolutely destroys with the shotgun. Gets in the box. Light work, my friend. 7 elims for the game. Moist Mop is on a roll. All right, looks like our trio is back in. Get our split view.
And I'm watching the stream and I just saw that. That's crazy.
Ooh, taking massive damage. Moist Mop stops to stick the heals. Probably won't have time to stick a second one. Go, lands the mini. Not enough time for the med kit. Needs to back out. Ooh, almost loses all shields. Needs to play super defensive if he wants to survive this encounter. Player's playing super aggressive. He knows Moist Mop is low health. Moist Mop sticks another mini. Is attempting the heal. Does the damage?
3 people.
Tides might have turned.
They might be going forward.
Needs to be careful not to get countered.
No one's
yeah,
going
oh,
forward
there's
either.
high guys. There's going shark.
Opponent playing high.
I'm gonna try and get
The
some
quick
shot-
navigation.
shots up.
He also needs to be careful he doesn't get third-partied as well. Ah, and 33rd.
Oh, God.
Yeah, those guys are definitely going shark.
Yeah.
Nice try by Moist Mop. Absolutely went off with the
Okay,
elims
awesome.
early in the game.
Oh, this fountain light doesn't make sense.
I think at least 2 of them landed in main.
Trio at their routine spot, Coral
I thought I
Castle.
saw 3.
Yeah, there's 3 though.
Like they might have another squad nearby.
They're on.
Yep, definitely had really good elims,
Oh,
which
okay.
is awesome. Madness looks like he's getting pushed down to 67 shield, playing defense. Hopefully Sunset and Carbon can pull up and help him out
I
here.
know shots.
They're all. I have no mats. I'm just
Trying
No
to get over
shields.
there.
killed
Oh,
one.
gets the knock.
Nice. Another one.
Was
below.
not expecting it.
Killed
Gets
them
the
all.
second knock.
Nice.
About to get
Killed
it.
them
Gets
all.
the
Oh my
third.
gosh.
Wait, there were 3 on you?
Yeah.
That was
What
a
the hell?
quick little ace by Madness. Definitely a clippable moment right there. Beautiful gameplay. All caught on
I don't
stream.
want to go back.
Great stuff. 3 elims off the break.
None of
We're
them
still
have shields
super
on.
early in the game here.
They're all.
Okay, I
There's
have a
a
half
big
pot.
pot.
Great work by Madness.
You're holding that purple
Got it.
prime, right?
Carbon here. If you need that.
Oh. Nice. Okay, I have a half pot. just gonna go back and loot up the rest. There's a fishing spot right here.
All that bugs still is in the game.
2 more right there.
Just gotta flare out. Take it.
And we got zone.
Looks like Moist Mop is dropping in, or I should say sounds like dropping in. Let's go back to our split.
Sweaty was on cone. I don't think anyone landed there.
Final game of the evening for solos. Let's wish Moist Mop best of luck here. Last chance to accumulate some points before scores are totaled for this week.
Is there a guy?
Lands at his
Is that-
routine spot.
oh, yeah,
There's a guy
there's
here.
Looks like he has another opponent.
Oh,
Gets the
nice.
bow
They land
first.
short.
Can you stick the shot? Not quite.
Hit him 40.
Nothing connects.
Still has shield.
He's building up.
Yeah.
Looks like someone else got the slurp truck already, so
I know.
that part of
dropped it on me.
the routine is not going to happen.
He arrowed me.
Madness getting pushed. Ooh, massive damage dealt to
I got
him.
sandwiched.
2v1. Sunset already down for the count. Carbon super low on health.
I was headed over.
Actually,
got
suddenly
arrowed.
he's maxed out. Must have just taken a med pack or med kit right now.
You don't need to
Let's see if he can clutch up.
You can probably try and run.
Yeah, I don't know if that's worth.
Hello? Failed.
I didn't even see a team land short.
Hello?
I saw this.
26 shields for
Shark.
Carbon. Down to 3. 3 and 100. Little awkward trying to navigate up this cliff face here while getting shot at by multiple players. 80 health, 0 shields. 26
Dude, I
plays.
couldn't get out of there for the life of me.
3 elims at the very least. About to enter in on their 4th match of the...
Yeah, there was the team that landed shark there.
I swear I only saw
Light work by the
the-
Fortnite team.
whatever the Tantina glider.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, thankfully the
there's
competition is
two
fierce here,
lined
so
up.
we have an
I didn't see the
opportunity to
third.
really grow and really improve by playing in these high pressure situations. All right. So, Moist Mop is having an easy time with some opponents here, but having a harder time with others. You never know. And the skill ceiling for Fortnite is incredibly high. There are always more opportunities for them to learn. And of course, the ceiling grows even higher when you play in teams, in trios. Because positioning and communication become key factors. And once you lose one player and you're in a 1v2 situation, the momentum can significantly shift. The morale can significantly shift in a bad way. So it's important to keep all of these factors in mind. Looks like Moist Mop has an advantage over one of the players. He's not going to engage. Rotates to a different spot. Thank you for coming through. Go Bosco. Appreciate the support. I'll see you tomorrow for practice.
Pretty sure I see a team that goes short. Just gonna aim my drop there now.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason I saw the team that went shark, but I couldn't see the team, the trio that landed on Madness.
No, I saw all of them. I just, I don't know. But it took me like until he barely touched the ground to see the team that landed on him. I didn't see them.
Team looks like it's on coral.
Okay.
There's Shark. Or is there another team?
I'm gonna make sure my Ethernet's plugged in. I was having so much delay trying to get up that mountain.
Yeah, mine comes up kind of easily. It's great. Oh no, there's a team landing here for sure. Yeah.
One castle. Yeah,
There's
there's
a full trio.
Voice Mob
one guy
not
on Madness.
running into much
I don't know.
resistance. Contrary to
I'm
our
dead.
trio, who is running into a lot. Madness down for the count right off the drop.
One of them's looking at you something ish.
Does he have a gun?
Is that
Yeah,
train?
he has like a.
Oh yeah, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. I saw him.
I have a guns. Yeah. I'm just back
The
off.
second one's coming to you too.
One of them's trying to clear soon. Alright, one of them's on me. And there's two near me. They're shaking down, by the way. They're like on the south side, all three of them. One of them's building on top.
Getting to you.
Alright. Yeah, I don't have enough for that.
They're on carbon.
Not me. Ooh, I'm out of builds.
Carbon down for the count. Sunset, last one left.
They probably.
Not yet.
I think I have to. Cause
Yeah. Try and go.
Make sure they can't shake. Yeah, they didn't shake.
there should be a boat here. I know there's usually. Oh yeah, there is.
I think they'll see if you take a bow. Six builds. 5.
Sunset narrowly making it up the mountain. Looks like he's not really going to have a chance to go pick
Oh,
up his
he's-
teammates' reboot cards.
Is there one
So this
here?
could be a
I
challenging
think
game. If he
I think
survives
I
this
should be just
engagement,
there.
and he's the only one left alive, he's going to be playing solo against trios the entirety of the game.
I don't know where that goes.
Oh my god, it does.
Oh.
If it spawns me next to though, I'm gonna be so lucky.
Took you to the other side. One of my follow.
Oh, I can go there.
6 seconds. Looks like
Lighthouse.
Madness is going to be
Oh.
down for the count
There's
for
a
the
guy.
entirety of this game.
I'm
Maybe
just
just
gonna go
stealthy.
this way. I'm not gonna go stealthy, but I'll go to the one place.
Carbon as
There's
well
a
going to be
boat
down for the count.
usually.
Sunset is going to have to play the rest
feel
of
like
this
my screen
game
shaking.
completely solo. See how he
You guys
does.
See that?
I don't.
It's weird. It's cracking. Yeah, it's legitimately shaking. I don't know why.
Voice Mob doing good on mats, doing great on shields, and doing good on weapons.
There's stuff.
Both squads still at 0 elims.
I think I'm just gonna stay in here. get rid of that.
59 left for Moist Mop. 43 for Trios.
Coach, this must be really entertaining stream. Oh, there's a boat coming.
Absolutely enthralling.
Nice.
Oh, they might look in there.
You know, I don't think I've looted this place like in forever. I don't know who goes.
They might have just started closing.
Maybe. Hopefully I get near zone, because I am in the center. Oh yeah.
Sunset playing super defensively. Not using any builds, any mats, just using a natural structure to hide so that no one suspects that he's. Moist Mop also playing defensively as well. Grabbing a few extra mats as we go into the final section of this game. The last game, mind you. Right now, Moist Mop's getting pushed from two different angles. Sunset practicing his artistic skills on the wall.
Should probably just go.
Gonna have to move into zone really soon here, which he already started doing.
Pretty sure that frog's gonna kill me.
Again, Sunset creating a decoy that any player would fall for. Ooh, Moist Mop goes in. Does significant shield damage. Gets into the box. Cracks Elim. Mop again in the defensive game, playing inside his own box. Meanwhile, Sunset is playing in the same bush, just inside his zone, and bide his time as long as possible, which is actually a really smart play, considering he is in a 1v3 situation. So the best he can do, or the easiest way to score as many points as possible, is simply to stay alive as long as possible and get the highest placement. Yeah. Moist Mop with one Elim, 47 remaining. Could this be the game? Playing the edge of zone, gonna have to rotate into ring fairly soon now. 1 minute. Sunset Trios down to 40. Smop pushing in, getting in on the action, misses the shot. Build goes up right in time to defend that player. Decides to take the engagement. 35 to shields, backs off. Smop gets in another box, does full shield damage. Gets the elim, almost misses. Follows through, also opens the crate. Boxes up, doing pretty well on mats. Decent weapon selection. Sunset still playing defense.
No way.
Sunset making it almost to one of the final zones. Just has to cross his fingers, hope no team pushes that foliage. Otherwise, it'll be very hard to stay alive in a 1v3 situation. Though it is possible. We saw Madness do it earlier.
Yeah.
Very quickly disposed of 3 players. Single-handedly, might I add. Player tries to escape via the vehicle, gets shot right out of it. Player's gatekeeping from the top of the bridge. Sunset just observing all of the chaos as it ensues, collecting those points from placement. Voicemop, meanwhile, getting back in the action, navigating through the zone, trying to get to the smaller ring. Takes the vehicle right through the center.
No.
Final 42 with 2 elims. Nice little ramp up.
Save my life.
Boxing up.
Start another push.
Ooh, completely takes that player by surprise. Gets him down to 31 white, or does 31 white damage. So it looks like Moistmop might have lost him. However, that's okay because he's taken his high ground. Moistmop is in a prime position to win this game if he stays on top of the players and applies pressure. 30. Ah! Player gets third party by another opponent. That's okay. One less enemy to worry about. 30 damage. Moistmop is very good at tracking and applying that AR damage over range. Okay, he's got quite a bit of a zone move to make on the opposite side of their already small circle. Sunset still holding out in this foliage.
Yeah, he is.
He's about to lose zone, however, down to the last 25 players.
Go right side.
Yeah.
Voicemop dropping down. Raining terror.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Taking some damage from height. On this big pot. Best thing he can do is just try to navigate all the way to the new zone and claim height as much as possible on the way there. Yep, doesn't take the engagement. ignoring as many players as possible.
Should probably make
Looking
it
for quick
two.
opportunities as he moves, but not committing to any particular fight.
Oh. Nice. Nice, too. You know, the strat would be to hide in the
Moist
back.
Mop now
Oh,
playing the very edge of zone
I know,
on low ground. Sunset's still alive, just outside of zone.
Right.
Final 16 with 2 elims. Moist Mop rotating. Moist Mop taking shots from behind.
Yeah.
Stops to stick a heel. Thinks twice about it, decides to rotate again. Playing the edge of zone, looking for shots, gatekeeping. Anything here at this point. Does massive damage. He's about to get third party down to 26. He's going to have to really stick a heel here. Back off. He is barely holding his wall at this point. And now begins the rotation once again.
Wow.
Nice flick by Moist Mop. 3 elims. And a decent little siphon. Absolutely flawless editing. Another elim there. In an awkward spot here. Manages to stick another heel on low. Looks up and gets 6. Beautiful gameplay by Moist Mop in the end there. Really, really edge of your seat moments happening. Ooh, super close stuff. No dub
Oh.
today, but some absolutely fantastic
Got a
gameplay
flashbang.
nonetheless. Let's focus in on Sunset here. Still alive in all the chaos, playing
No,
1v3
no,
against
no.
every team. And finally goes down
Please.
with the 8th place finish.
Thank you.
As soon as he shot, I was like, he definitely saw you.
I know. I don't know.
Woo, guys, these games. I'm on the edge of my seat over here.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how I survived there on low ground.
Oh my, that second to the last kill you got, I was like,
Mm,
how?
Just some games.
yeah, it really
Yeah.
looked like it wasn't gonna happen to make it that far.
He missed
That's
his shot, and then you had like this awkwardly long flick that you had to make, and it was just dead on.
Yeah.
And then the other guy that was low ground you took out, but you were already kind of low on health, and it was a matter of dancing around and sending out prayers.
I'm gonna mute up and I'll be back when the game
Yeah,
starts.
that's the best way to describe it. How it was kind of just like sliding my way through, just trying to like find any bit of like mats or heals or just anything really.
Well, good stuff. For the most part, your games were I thought they were fairly consistent. You did have that one like 90th place finish, but yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
I always feel like the beginning game and the end game are the scariest. You land, and you could land next to someone who has better loot than you right off the break, and
Mhm.
you have no heals, and it can get really sticky really fast. But you made it work, and you made it to end game quite a bit, and picked up elims in the end game. You had like 7 kills in one of them.
Yeah, I was just kind of just like, this is kind of just like a throwaway game.
Yeah,
Just to get
that
into my last game.
and you got like 3 of them within a few seconds of each other, which is pretty
Yeah.
impressive. So good stuff, man. Make sure you go back. There will be some good clips.
I'll make sure to.
Madness.
Yeah,
That 3K. I was freaking out. like 1, 2, 3 like, within a few seconds of one
Yeah.
stuff.
Thank you.
So that was your last game, correct? Moist Mop?
Yeah, correct. The queues are closed.
Okay. Well, good stuff. And I will see you next Monday. Actually,
Yeah.
well, it depends if this
Mhm.
this TEC game gets scheduled, but
Yeah, I should be good, but maybe Saturday's not the best day, just to let you know.
well, Saturday probably won't be the case. So I'll keep you
okay.
posted as far as that goes.
All right. All right. Well, that sounds good.
All right. Have a good night, man.
Thank you, Coach. Yeah, you too. See you. See you guys. Bye-bye.
You. All right, here we go. Trio starting their 5th game, halfway through. Hey, thank you so much, Pound. Thank you for the love and support. These guys really deserve it.
Basically at the end of the line.
I'm back again.
Okay.
All right, we've got another landing happening at Coral Castle.
No one going castle.
3 teams going sweaty.
Wait,
I
so
don't
I
see
can.
any.
I don't see any.
I had a really good drop for coral, but I'll go there.
Zone's not that close.
Yeah.
So it looks like our trio has a pretty long journey ahead of them to get into zone. Hopefully after the trials of last game, get Madness and Carbon 5 longer.
I have ARP in. I'm gonna see if I can find any spots.
Though I gotta hand it to Sunset for staying alive so long despite being the only one for essentially the entirety of the game. I mean, it was in Coral Castle that both teammates went down, so played very conservatively,
There's a
very
mechanical
patiently
bug
as
there.
well. I mean, spent
Okay.
long periods of time staying in one spot, just making sure he didn't get spotted so he could accumulate those placement points as much as possible.
Oh yeah, they removed RPGs from competitive, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, forgot about that. There's the extra green pump if you guys want me to hold.
Is it pump or makeshift?
It's a normal pump.
Okay. I mean, I have a blue one, so if anyone else.
I'll take
Blue
it.
makeshift, I mean.
Okay, I'll hold it for right now until you find something.
Okay, I'm gonna drop down harp in this.
You need a half pot carbon.
Yeah. Thank you.
Got everyone stocking up on heals. Madness
Shield dish,
currently
okay.
max brick
I found a blue pump actually.
and
That's-
running some decent weapons so far.
That's 1 mini.
Almost at full strength for all players.
Someone said you need. Actually, never mind. I don't think you do.
No.
There's metal slurp jugs. though.
barrels.
Yeah,
Okay.
barrels.
Half pot on me. Mini.
And communication and management, incredibly
I have
important in
one
trios
med kit, one
gameplay.
half pot.
Alright, here, hold this.
Are you guys carrying floppers?
I haven't gone into yet. I haven't fished.
There's one right here.
You can take a big pot. I have an extra.
2 floppers on me.
Here, I have a blue pump, Madness.
The flopper.
Can you mark where it is?
2 floppers here.
I have a stack now.
Another one. Stinkfish.
Maybe I'll carry stinkfish.
I'm dropping a green
There's
AR.
already 3 here.
There's 3 minis here.
I'll take the AR if you don't want it, Carbon.
Yeah, you take.
Are either of you holding medkits?
I have one.
No.
Alright, take these two.
Okay. Cool.
Wait, where's the stinkfish? Oh, they're right here. Never mind.
I don't know what's up with that new fishing bug.
Yeah,
It just
me
goes right
either.
through the ground.
Like Madness is all
It's
stacked
been
up on
happening
heals.
less to me, but
6
it
minis
still happens.
plus 6 floppers. Taking up 2 slots.
Green pump on me.
Zone is closing quickly. Our trio
There's a build
here.
battle
You
over
can
there.
see it at the edge of mini map.
Where exactly?
At Sweaty. I don't know if they're still building though.
Doesn't look like it. Yeah. Get in the boat.
Ooh, right at the edge of zone.
Medkit.
I have 3 already.
I'm just gonna keep throwing it in, I think. Oh, I don't think I can. Never mind.
Right, so he played it all the way down to the wire, making sure that they could grab as many resources as possible, even though the storm was
Did they
already in
not let you
place.
fish while riding it?
I thought. Wait, did I just kill something? But I thought they did. This time I tried.
I think a tree just broke.
This guy's fighting at Boney. We can pop these 3 medkits if you want.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm
Probably.
gonna
Yeah.
Really conserving resources here, tossing meds into the next area.
I'm gonna try and get into the bush up ahead. Okay, actually, never mind. I got
Okay.
shot
Where
at.
was that from?
I don't know.
Carvin.
Oh,
Thank you.
boat coming across. 26 on one.
Yeah, 5
I'm low
seconds.
on AR.
And the battle begins.
Can
One's
split
pushing
for me.
madness.
Cracked one. Cracked the one in the middle.
Nice.
Split Carvin.
Beautiful shots by Madness, cracking one.
I got
Taking shots from
both.
above.
One on the left
on
side.
the right side, right side.
one's building up. Watch out.
Let's get some down. 35.
I'm really low.
I got beamed.
It's getting cracked.
160.
Sunset
you're
also
right.
taking shots.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out. They're pushing me though.
I don't have any
I
white.
get sunset. Oh, here.
Yeah, he's like on me.
Sunset down for the
Two,
count.
52 white.
3.
Okay.
And 17th. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to call it here. But good luck with the rest of your games.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, good.
Have a good night, guys.
Me
Night.
too.
Okay, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to another SJB Fortnite stream. We had some really, really exciting games here earlier with Moist Mop and Nyx, and some exciting gameplay from our trio here. Madness with an ace, you could say, very fast 3K. So far, no dubs today, but some really close placements. We got some 5th places, and we've got as many as 7 elims in one game. So big congrats and shout outs to our esports guys for continuously putting in the work each and every week. And I'll see you guys next week for another stream.